Hey everyone, it's Monday, October 6, 2025. Today we're doing a special, in-depth episode on a single story with real bottom-line stakes for employers. Economists are warning that the current immigration crackdown could trim roughly $240 billion from U.S. output over the next year. We'll focus on what changed, the key dates, and what businesses should do now. Here's the core development. Since early this year, the Trump administration has stepped up immigration enforcement and removals. Analysts at S&P Global Ratings, the Dallas Federal Reserve, and the American Enterprise Institute all flagged the same mechanism. Fewer arrivals mean a tighter labor market, which reduces production capacity and pushes prices higher. S&P projects a 0.5 to 1.0 percentage point hit to growth from mid-2025 through mid-2026, equal to about $119 to $238 billion in lost GDP over 12 months. Their lead U.S. economist, Satyam Pandey, frames it simply: fewer workers and fewer consumers mean less spending on housing, food, and goods, which pulls down overall growth. The Dallas Fed estimates that GDP growth in 2025 could run 0.75 to 1.01 percentage points below its benchmark, with effects stretching into 2027. Their baseline is a 0.81 percentage point drag this year, driven mainly by reduced immigration inflows at the border, not removals alone. The American Enterprise Institute reaches a similar conclusion about output losses tied to the pace and scale of enforcement. Let's translate that for employers. Expect tighter staffing in labor-intensive roles, added wage pressure, and potential service capacity constraints that feed into pricing. Key dates to watch are the enforcement acceleration in early 2025 and the mid-2025 to mid-2026 window, when most of the growth impact is expected, with lingering effects possible into 2027. Action items. First, build workforce scenarios that assume constrained inflows for the next 12 to 18 months. Second, double-check I-9 and onboarding compliance so you can hire confidently and avoid disruptions. Third, prioritize retention with cross-training, predictable scheduling, and career pathways to reduce churn. Fourth, diversify recruiting channels and geographies, and assess productivity tools and process automation to protect output. Finally, stress test budgets for wage and price pressure, and lock in critical supplier capacity early. What happens next will depend on enforcement intensity, court outcomes, and whether inflows stabilize. But planning for a sustained labor squeeze is the prudent move. That's our deep dive for today. For more detailed guidance and ongoing updates, visit visaverge.com and stay informed.